his own the 10-point must system. Neither the standing 8 nor the 3 knockdown rule is in effect. The fighter cannot be saved by the bell except in the final round, and only the referee has the power to stop the bout. The referee for today's fight is Joe Cortez, the veteran of a lot of big fights, and he'll be the guy to get this thing started here this afternoon. Both fighters are in the ring, and we're set to go for the WBC Super Welterweight title bout between Luis Santana and Terry Norris. And we're all hoping that this isn't anywhere nearly as bizarre as it was the first 2 times around. A wild right hand by Santana goes over the top of Norris. Norris clinches along the ropes, separated by Cortez. Alex, if you're Luis Santana, you just got to be hoping to land that one magic shot on the, as you say, suspect chin of Terry Norris. It looks like he's gunning for it early.
Well, in the first bout in Mexico, he actually did buzz Norris once, had him hurt, had him wobbly, scored a knockdown. I thought the referee was generous in awarding a knockdown, but he definitely did buckle him for a second, and he knows that, and he's going to do just what you said, go out and try to make something happen real quick while he's still got some strength in his punches.
He was warned there about grabbing the back of Norris's head and pulling him down, not ruled a knockdown. Cortez cleaned his gloves and sent him on his way. Oh, a good combination by Terry Norris. All the physical attributes lie in the corner of Terry Norris. The superior strength, the superior hand speed, the superior footwork. Youth is on his side. And yet, Luis Santana is the champion twice over.
2 levels to watch this fight on, Dan. One is whether Terry Norris can avoid making an incredible third mistake and losing somehow to Luis Santana, but also whether Terry Norris...
Good left there by Norris, Alex.
Good left hook. The other is whether Terry Norris can regain that skill and ability that he showed on his way when he was rated among the top 10 pound-for-pound fighters in the world. Top 3, really.
Now, the one thing we know about Luis Santana is that he can take a punch. He has demonstrated an ability, at least in his last couple outings with Norris, that he's taken some solid shots and continued on. Again, Norris in the red trunks with the close white stripes. Santana wearing the red, white, and blue check trunks.
And in the first 2 minutes of round 1, Luis Santana has gone from a guy who was out there trying to land a bomb to a guy right there who's clinching, who's looking to cover up. Terry Norris, with just the beginning of his offensive barrage, has put Luis Santana much more in a defensive shell. Illegal punch.
Yeah, there's hitting and holding by Santana. Even the most novice of spectators here at the MGM Grand observed it. As we've often seen in the past when Terry Norris, something happens, his temper is quick to flash.
Just saw that left hook by Terry Norris miss. That's a punch that he has developed. He used to be just a right hand down the pipe power puncher. His power was all in the right hand, but his hook is better, and it's finding Luis Santana, and Santana is hurt.
Yes, he had a couple good body shots, but now Terry Norris is on top of him. Final seconds of the first round.
And I'm not sure why the referee...
That separation definitely helped Santana. Cortez pulls Terry Norris away from Luis Santana. We're going to keep it here, folks.
Okay, Sam, relax. Just relax, okay? How you feel, man? Let's take a look at the end of round 1. The right hand started it. The left in combination missed. Santana bounces off the ropes.
Give him water.
And that cuff.
Give him water.
On the top of the head, you see his eyes are not right. They're unfocused.
Trying to get you to retaliate.
Joe Cortez there jumped in as Terry Norris was trying to disengage himself to throw more punches, and I think he had and should have been allowed to throw more punches. Joe Cortez stepped in to break a clinch that no longer was in effect.
Don't get desperate, okay? Don't get desperate. All right? Okay?
Keep in mind, you can only be saved by the bell in the final round of this fight. So if Santana would have gone down, he would have had to get back up. The beginning of the second round here in Las Vegas, Nevada. Dan Yerdorf and Alex Swallow ringside here on ABC's Wide World of Sports. And Luis Santana, a rocky ending to the first round.
The interesting thing about that point, there's an uppercut on the inside as Terry Norris is throwing punches, trying to punch out of the clinches, which is what you're supposed to do.
Well, Terry Norris trying to, certainly Alex has stepped up his aggressiveness. But all this, geez, everything is in his. Oh, there's a nice little counter back with the left.
Yeah, from the southpaw stance, he boxes a lot. Boy, Santana just looked totally shot there. You saw him, 36 years old, been through a lot of wars in his 14 years. And just
a combination from Norris puts Santana down. Count is to 8. Luis Santana will continue, but you wonder for how long.
Joe Cortez took an extra second just to look into Santana's eyes and then let the fight continue.
And there's a veteran move, trying to clutch, trying to grab, but Terry Norris has so much going for him. A solid right hand from Norris connects.
And you just wonder what's going through Terry Norris's mind. You know he's saying to himself, don't foul him.
There's another right hand, a short chopping right hand from Norris, right on the ear of Santana. Again, there's no 3 knockdown rule. This is the second knockdown of the second round. Another knockdown will not necessarily end the fight.
Santana responded to Cortez, but he's fighting in slow motion.
Oh, another left hand really hurt, and that really was more or less pulling him down.
That was not
good refereeing by Cortez.
That's correct. And good for Santana to get the extra time to try to recover. Minute left for Terry Norris to finish his man. Puts another 2 rights down the pipe.
They were down the pipe. It was a good comeback. Another right hand.
And that's it.
Cortez stops the fight. Now, there is no 3 knockdown rule. George Cortez did not have to stop it, but he's seen enough. He's seen enough, and Terry Norris has regained his championship.
And you see the bitterness in Terry Norris. He went over and yelled at a man who he felt had cheated him out. Terry is convinced that Luis Santana, by laying down the canvas, cheated him out of his title, took it away from him, and kept it. And you saw the hatred pour out in that shot.
The celebration by Terry Norris at 2:09 of the second round. Joe Cortez stops it, and whether he stopped it there or stopped it later, I don't believe anybody here at ringside thought the outcome was going to be any different.